Oh yeah, we are back, y'all. We are back. We are back. We are making progress on this beautiful truck. But really quickly, we ended up doing a good two-step paint correction on this truck. And we're also going to be talking about what we use really quick. We're going to talk about products we use to obtain these results. But really quickly, today we are testing out, we are using, I believe the brand is called Pfizer, or whatever it's called. But let me kind of show you guys what we did and how I might upload videos of kind of the process, but for now, I think this is gonna be my best route to kind of show you guys and talk to. Is that your garage, bro? No, my garage doesn't look good like this. But anyways, we use Spheezer for our initial cut. We used the Heavy Cut 4000, which is their pink bottle, which I will say their colors are amazing. And at first, I had paired it with their pink Heavy Cut pad. I will say these pads did really, really good on this paint. And obviously, you're going to be pairing it with its color choice, right? Um, we're using these are from the Rack Company. I forget the name of these towels here. For the initial cut, we ended up going with the Heavy Cut 4000. For our second step, we ended up going with the Fine Cut, which is their yellow bottle. It looks like this. And we paired it with their Fine Cut pad. One thing I will say about these pads, they are a bit different from like my Rupes pads, foam pads, um, in where like it holds its stiffness, and I could be wrong. So for those who have used this brand, this products, let me know in the comment section. What do you think of the Spicer brand, right? But we ended up switching on the pad choice because this thing has been previously um, polished, corrected, and ceramic coated, but it just wasn't done right, in my opinion. Obviously, if you follow me on Facebook, you've seen some pictures of the afters. After we did a strip wash on this, you truly see the color and like the damage that this paint had, right? Are we chasing perfection? It's very hard to really chase perfection on paint. Obviously, we do have the numbers to where if we wanted to and we wanted to wet sand this whole car, trust me, we could have wet sanded this whole vehicle and we would have been fine on the clear. There's literally like it's reading like 40 in some areas, 30, so there is plenty of clear, right? But because there was it was leaving some scratches behind, some very fine hair, scratches that even you as a professional, sometimes your eyes keep bothering you and you're like, man, I think I can leave it a little bit better. We ended up switching our pad, so we went with the Lake Country wool pad. This is their purple one, which is my favorite when it comes to cutting. We paired it with a Lake Country wool pad, and we switched our DA to rotary. And for that, we used the for the rotary of choice, we use the Max Shine M1000. This was the rotary that we switched over to, obviously with the Lake Country wool pad, and we went at a speed 2.5, right, and just nice even passes on there. You don't want to really heat up the paint too much because then you could run into burning the clear, right? There is a lot of room where I can feel safe, like I can sit there and it's not gonna burn it, right? But if you've never used a rotary polisher, be cautious, right? If you don't know what you're doing, play with your own car. That way you don't burn your customer's car. So we ended up switching to this pair here, which was the Lake Country wool pad, the heavy cut from Pfizer, and a rotary. And that did the job as far as cleaning up the paint much better. Next, I'm going to show you guys this polisher that we are currently using, which is by Detail Co. Detail Co came out with their polisher this year, and this is a 21 millimeter throw. When it you know, I'm gonna keep it very honest. It's an amazing machine. It works very good. It's very smooth. I will say this one is definitely smoother than my Max Shine Reaper. Much smoother. Obviously, you can switch your, if you don't want a 6-inch pad, you can put a 5-inch pad, and you should be just fine. As far as the cord length, honestly, I feel like this thing has like 30 foot of cord length. But this machine is very smooth. So for those who have been asking me about the polisher, like, do I recommend it? I definitely do, right? I love the color scheme on it, the gray with the red, right, with the red accents. At the end of the day, you're gonna have your choices. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, oh, it's made in China, oh, it's a replica of DIY Detail. Like, at the end of the day, y'all, it doesn't matter who the machine is made from. The question you should be asking is, does it work? And yes, the answer to that, it works really nice. Right now, we're pretty much finished with this stage. Customer ended up adding a ceramic coating, so that's next on the list. But really quick, I'm just gonna hit some areas right here that I see, and then that should be it. But very smooth. Very obviously, some are gonna, that's loud. For me, that's quiet. But it is a very smooth machine to use. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But the Detail Co 21 millimeter machine does amazing. It's done really well. Let me see. Are all the comments on here? Let's see. Live chat. All messages visible. Here we go. I was like, why is there no comments? I was going to think about the garage. Yeah, no, this is not my garage, guys. The truck looks amazing with those lights. Yeah, this is the customer's house. He has the diamond lights, which the lights definitely add that, like, you know, wow factor. But no, this is not my garage. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, this is my garage. That truck looks amazing. Okay, have you used Adams graphene ceramic coating 7 years before? Yes, Adams graphene. It's a really good ceramic coating. Obviously, I compare it to the Max Shine graphene ceramic coating. They both do well. At the end of the day, obviously, we've said it in the past. You know, you're gonna support whatever brand you like, right? But from how this truck looked before to how it looks now, there is a huge improvement. And customer even turned on his I got a little heater over here. Check that out. Little heater going. But this thing was definitely severely the paint, it was not as clear as this. And shout out to the customer, he let me borrow his Wi-Fi so I could go live, because earlier it cut midway through the live. But from how it looked before to how it looks now, I think there is a huge improvement on the paint. But the next phase is we're gonna ceramic coat it. So I'm going to get my panel prep real quick, and as a matter of fact, y'all come with me. Let's go. Come with me. Let me get I gotta get all set up. But stick around, guys. Stick around. Do not leave. We're gonna go right into the coating phase. I have all my stuff over here. Let me get my panel prep and the coating as well. Very important. The ceramic coating. That would be so funny if I don't carry my coating. I usually do. I always stay ready. Damn, the temperature dropped out here. Oh, yep, it's right here. Gloves, coating. Oh, panel prep. Where did I put it? Right here. Oh my God, this temperature dropped. We're gonna go. Oh, you're over here. You guys are over here. I was going the wrong way. But we are. I'm gonna bring you guys right. Man, does that look good? What? Sheesh. I'll tell you what though. This thing was not this glossy before I started. This thing had a little bit of everything. So we are gonna go ahead and put our gloves on. This is gonna be we are going to be applying cleans by pan. We're going to go with the 3-year ceramic coating. Obviously, you guys already saw me do a video on this, so we're not going to be doing nothing like that, but very quickly, let me get this. And let me put my gloves on. Oh my God. So cold. There was a cold front moving through, so I was really hoping for the sun to come out. The sun will come out tomorrow. I don't know the rest, but I know it says tomorrow.
All good?
All good, bro. So, for those who have never coated, what kind of truck is it? It's a Ford. No. Yeah, it's a Ford. Nice truck. 56. Nice. Climate control garage. Yeah, bro. Hey, no lie. That heater works amazing. Looks nice, man. Mirror for sure. Nice work, bro. You truly inspire me to grow my business. Should you probably inspire me? What kind of truck is it? I just said that. All right, so we're gonna go with some Ultras no soak. That's what we're gonna be using for the coating. Make sure you wear gloves, guys. One of the reasons I say to wear gloves when you do the panel prep is because of your oils. When you flip the towel, obviously today oils probably are minimal. I'm not sweating, but my theory behind that is when I'm doing the panel prepping, if I don't have gloves on, I have sweat. And then I'll flip the towel, and now I'm pretty much like putting sweat back on the truck. And that's one of the reasons I say to wear gloves during this stage right here. This is like the crucial stage, to be honest, because so it's for those who don't know what we're gonna do. So you're correcting, right? So you're gonna correct the truck, and then this is the part when I started doing coatings, it would piss me off because I learned that all your hard work, you have to remove it again. So I used to get mad because I was like, bro, I literally did all those work and I have to do a panel prep. Keep your day job, no singing. Y'all could hear me all the way over there? Yeah. But no, this is the crucial part, is the panel prepping, to be honest, because this is what is gonna seal. the ceramic coating. So we're going with our edgeless towels, and you want some really nice towels for this. I'm late. Easy detail. How's the paint looking? It's looking good. Carlos rocking the auto wash colors. Yes, sir. So we're gonna go with the clean by pan, the panel prep, and one thing I learned recently is stop spraying the stop spraying the paint, because I learned on a hot day, boy, did I leave a paint so it was like stainy. So since then, I said, you know what, no more spraying the paint, and I'll just spray the towel, right? So what we're doing right now is doing our panel prep, and what you're wanting to get is like your glove should feel like grabby when doing the panel prep, and that kind of gives you an idea. Like right now, like on this side, it glides. Right over here, we have a nice grabby paint, and that's what we're chasing, is what they call a virgin paint. And then we just keep going. We just blend this sucker into the paint, get it nice and ready. You're also removing any dust off of the paint. Mostly you're just removing the polish, right? This truck was really in good shape. It just had some very like minor, like I would say dings from the road, but that's minimal. And there will be some like light scratches on this paint that it's like, it's kind of like so into clear. What's the most you made in a month so far? The most I've made in a month was probably, I'm gonna say like 3 years ago, when I posted a huge ceramic sale, which was my first year actually posting a sale. In that month, I made, it was about like 20K. And again, I don't like talking about money because I'm not here to excite you and make you feel bad. But yeah, I had posted a ceramic coating sale, and I had made about 20K that month, literally from day one. It was October 1st through October 31st. And it was such a low, such a special that like I'll never do it again. Let's see, Carlos, what did you use to correct the truck? We used Pfizer or Fizzer. We used Fizzer's Pfizer. We started with this pink pad. Is our heavy cut. Man, this thing cuts really nice. But in the beginning of the video, I said I needed a little bit of a deeper cut, so I switched over to a wool cut. But I still use this. Work time amazing. Dusting like minimal. I think you have to prep the pads first, because I did get slinged, like my shirt's all dirty because it was slinging everywhere. So for sure, prep the pads before you start, but no sling. Good working time. The buff off was amazing. And then we switched over to our yellow fine cut pad from Pfizer, which and then we paired it with the FC, which is their fine cut. Is that polisher off the German one? Design looks like it. I hope they use a better bearing. Have YouTuber tried a spray polish? I have, but honestly, I don't use it a lot, just because I just got used to using like this style of polish system. But I'm sure it works in some scenarios. So definitely like try and play with different spray polishes. Don't just I just because I don't use it doesn't mean not to use it. So we're gonna be applying Pan's 3-year coating on this one. Right now we are just finishing off the panel prepping stage, getting this paint ready for the coating. The coating phase, to be honest, is gonna be like the most easiest part, and just try to use a two towel method. One to like blend the panel prep, the second one to buff off. We are working kind of indoors, so you don't have to worry about like soaking your towel too much. But this paint is like nice and grabby, so that once you put the coating, it should literally lock on really, really good. And remember, you got to panel prep everything that you polish, every area. Make sure that you panel prep. Don't miss an area. Make sure you touch every base of the areas that you polish. Everything Carlos owns is orange. I'm telling you, bro. Everything I own is orange. Everything. Wishing you and your family a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, thank you. Are you ever gonna do another class next year showing how to detail? Yeah, that class is open. Are you talking about the intro class? Because that one you can. I think next year, yeah. Because I try to do it every 2 years. Is when I try and do that class, the intro. But I do offer one-on-ones for those who are looking to improve their detailing skills. I do offer one-on-one classes. Paint correction class, interior class. It's all done one-on-one. That way you get the full experience. It's just me and you and nobody else. What up, details? Hey, that video was fire. The haters, it was so good. Even Juice got a shout out. Yeah, the intro class. Yeah, we'll have them on next year for sure. I tend to do it every 2 years, just because I don't want to overwhelm people with that one. But on average, every 2 years, we do that class. And this truck was actually corrected and ceramic coated, but yeah, I don't know what coating it was because that thing did not sit. And then the customer gave the opportunity to this detailer to make it right while I was here, and the detailer ended up blocking him. Like at first, I guess he had said like, yeah, I'll gladly make it right. And then somewhere through the conversation, that detailer blocked him and pretty much didn't help the customer pay for this, which so pretty much I would say the customer got scammed. But yeah, the customer reached out to the detailer and was like, "Hey, um, I'm getting the truck done today, and here is the." I pretty much showed him how the paint looked after we washed it and everything, and like at first he was very cooperative with the customer, but then he got blocked. I was like, dang, that sucks. So now the customer is obviously paying out of pocket, and I hope that I'm doing a way better job than the other detailer. One thing I did tell the customer, obviously he's been out here with me the whole time, kind of pretty much. So he's been watching the process, And a question I get asked a lot is, hey, how do you handle those customers that are literally like watching you work? I encourage it, to be honest. I encourage it because I want them to see like the value. Um, Carlos slipped in smooth for the recovery. Someone got scammed in the detail world. I don't believe it. Are you getting the new Flex? Nah, man, that new Flex sounds like it's gonna break. That thing sounds like it's gonna break. So, nah, I'm all right. I think if I do purchase another polisher, I ain't gonna lie, it's probably gonna be DIYs because that thing sounded so good. Performance wise, it sounded really nice. So, um, if there is a polisher that I will purchase, will most likely be again DIY. And then I did write down on my notes a little bit of that polisher, what I liked about it. So there is definitely a lot of pros and cons on that polisher. So I don't think I'm a name brand person. I think I support more of like the no name brand people. But they do have a brand, I guess. We ended up taping this truck as well because I did not want to risk getting the rubber stained up. So we did tape that front to make sure that we didn't get no polish on there. Like if it was up to me, I would have wet sanded this whole truck because it definitely needs a good sanding. But again, we always want to keep the budget as friendly as possible without interfering with the client's budget. So exceeding the budget as well. So he ended up adding a ceramic coating, which was truly. Let's see, that truck owner got trust issues now. I bet he's watching Carlos like a hawk. Yes, and he was honest. He was very honest about it. He was definitely honest about it. And he said, I got trust issues. And I was like, bro, I wouldn't blame you. if one person did you wrong, we are all gonna pay the price for it. So and I was like, that's fine. You can come out. I encourage it. I encourage customers to come out, see the process, ask questions. Obviously, I was keeping him updated every time he would come out. I'll say, hey, look, I'm doing this now. I switched over to this style of a machine. That way he knows about it. Because I don't want to. My goal is to gain his trust, not like lose his trust, or I would never want a customer to think like, man, that dude is sketchy. So Let's see. I was just curious. I opted out. I'll order if I can run and get a battery if I ever need one from Lowe's. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Personally, me, I won't order the Flex. That's just me. I'm not a. I really don't do name brands. I don't do a lot of name brands just because that's my preference. Once I finish this, I'll come back and we'll wipe this glass really well. But we're almost done with the panel prep. But man, if you guys would have seen this thing look rough, like to me, it looks better, right? But to the customer's eyes, I'm sure there'll be some areas where, you know, I might not be too happy about, but I think from how it looked before to how it looks now, huge difference. And then always keep your towel nice and wet. That way you don't introduce more marring or scratching. So keep your towel nice and lubricated. We're almost to the end, guys. We'll get right to the coating so you guys can see, and then I will be done. I promise. We'll start a little bit on the coating, and then I'll log off. We're gonna coat the grill as well, and the headlight. So make sure you wipe your grill nicely. All right. Let's go. Time to switch towels and begin the coating stage. But from how this thing looked before to now, I'll take it. And again, we're going to be using pan 3 year. We're pairing it with a Rack Company towel. All right. Once you open the ceramic coating bottle, you have, I believe, 6 months of. So, is it best? Is it best to prep the whole vehicle? Yes, always. You always wanna prep it. Always want to prep it before coating. You always want to do that. It is very crucial. So one thing about this coating is the I feel like the little entrance to this thing like doesn't produce a lot of coating, but it was done in the method of less is more. Less is more. So here we go. I always tend to kind of do this, and then we're going to start from top, and then we're going to bring it across. Humidity is low today, so the flashing will also take its course, and then I'll go cross hatch. All right. And then now we are waiting for the flashing. So depending on the temperature and humidity and all of that, you are going to see different styles of flashing. Um, based on what we have been instructed to by the creator of the ceramic coating is allow 1 to 2 minutes of cure time, right? So while that side kind of is going through the curing phase, what I'm doing is I'm just applying this other side here. And then I'll go right back. We'll do our cross hatch. Get a nice rainbow effect. Because obviously right here the heater is it's hitting it. So where the heater is hitting it, you're getting a much quicker reaction because the heater is literally right on this side. So I'll go ahead and start the removal process, and so smooth, like your towel is literally just gliding on the paint. And then we flip it over, nice and slick. You get instant slickness out of this coating. We'll go right over to this side. And same thing. Come right over here. First, we blend the coating. Got some nice rainbow on this side where you can't see it that much. And then we'll flip it over. And then we'll just buff it off. All right. Very simple. Very easy to install. That's one of the reasons I really do love using the Pans 3 here, for the simplicity and ease of use on this one. And some people were saying in previous videos of me using this, they're like, man, you're not applying. And I'm like, bro, do you not see how much I'm putting on here? So I'm going across, and now I'm just gonna fill in the box. And you'll see like rainbowing, you'll see kind of like an oily feel or oily look. That's kind of how you know your coating is curing. Obviously, I think through your eyes, probably you can't see it, but this is how flashing looks, right? You're looking at that rainbowing. You can see that rainbow effect all through the paint. And we're just gonna let it just take its course. And then I'm coming right back, and then I'm just going to put the coating on this panel here. Oh yeah, the sun is coming out. We need the sun. It's been cloudy all day. Bam. This top side should already be at about 1 minute. So we're gonna start the removal process, and it is so smooth to remove. Flip your towel over and just blend it in. We're gonna go right over to this fender. And the beauty about this coating is it'll cure in 1 hour. So perfect for a lot of us mobile detailers who literally are kind of in a time crunch. And you're looking for that coating that you can literally apply, and by the time you're done coating this truck, like, you can feel very safe of telling your customer, like, yeah, you can drive off with it. All right, we are getting there. So we are at, can you apply in direct sunlight? Yes. I have a video on me applying this ceramic coating actually in direct sunlight. So go check it out. Literally, it was a hot day, and it worked really, really well. Hey, Carlos, Dave from Caldwell Detailing. Big fan. Love your transparency and honesty in your videos. I have learned a lot from you over the years. Just want to say thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate for the opportunity. Looks like your fingerprint stayed marked where you set your hand. No, no fingerprints whatsoever. No fingerprints that I can assure you. And since I'm short, I tend to start on the top before I go to the door panels. So we are going to coat. Now, if I didn't have gloves, yeah, for sure, this sucker would be, there would be fingerprints all over this truck, the oils, but no fingerprints. And I'm definitely applying heavy on this round, just because I know last time I got dinged that I was not using enough coating. So we are applying heavy for those that say that I did not apply enough. We are applying heavy and just letting this coating take its course. While the top is done, I'll kind of come to the front and we will coat this here as well as this bottom section of the, whatever that's called, the visor. And with this coating, you can use it on glass, plastic, wheels, everything, and you should be good. The worst part about this is that whoever, the detailer who did this truck first, boy, they definitely did a number on this truck for sure. All right, let's go ahead and remove this coating. This thing feels so good, nice and slick, with a nice gloss on there as well. And always remember, y'all, there is no right or wrong way on how you're gonna apply a ceramic coating. However you want to apply your coating, do it. Unless you're IDA, then you already know. You gotta do it the IDA way. But we're pretty much gonna finish this video off, and we'll catch you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little bit of this live, but we're gonna go ahead and kind of hurry this up so that we can get out of here. Later, y'all.